Good evening, I'm Keisha Butts with the CTV News Update. Montgomery County Police fatally shoot a man who they say fired at officers during a traffic stop in Silver Spring. Police had stopped the driver at the intersection of Wayne and Dartmouth Avenues because the vehicle matched a description wanted in an early morning shooting in the 900 block of Bonifant Street. Officers say they returned fire after the suspect exited his vehicle and began firing. The man died from his injuries. None of the 4 officers involved were wounded. Meantime, Maryland surpasses 2,000 COVID-19 hospitalizations, a surge driven primarily by unvaccinated patients. State and local health officials are urging residents to get boosted now for maximum protection against the highly transmissible Omicron variant. Meantime, Governor Larry Hogan has mobilized the Maryland National Guard to set up multiple surge testing sites. He has also directed state health officials to acquire additional at-home rapid test kits. CDC studies now show that COVID patients are 17 times more likely to be unvaccinated, and those who have not received a booster are 20 times more likely to die from the virus. The state reports more than 10,000 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Officials also report that 30 Marylanders have died from the virus since yesterday. Meantime, the testing positivity rate has jumped to 19.31%. Luminous Health says it's shifting to contingency standards of care. It's dealing with a large staff shortage. Hundreds of workers are out after testing positive for COVID-19. Luminous Health has 2 hospitals, Anne Arundel and Doctors in Lanham, which are dealing with an influx in COVID patients.
I would say we are approaching a crisis point. I know that there are some other hospitals in Maryland that have declared a crisis. We're looking at things pretty much hour by hour. We have to adjust our staffing schedules and ratios of how we provide care. We're having to look very carefully at what surgical procedures we're able to do. And obviously, if something is life-threatening, we will absolutely take care of people. But for those things that aren't as life-threatening, there might be further delays. It means that there's longer wait times in our emergency departments.
Richmond says Luminous Health has vaccinated about 70,000 residents in Prince George's. For more information on vaccination appointments through Luminous Health Hospital in Lanham, visit dchweb.org. You're watching CTV News. I'm Keisha Butts. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, surfer dude, what's up? I see you looking at me. Take those earbuds out of your ears and come talk to me. I'm the Big C.
What is the Big C?
I'm here to tell you about skin cancer.
Hello.
Did you know your risk for melanoma doubles if you've had more than 5 sunburns?
No.
Listen, mirrors don't lie. And more than 2 people die from skin cancer every hour.
Oh, man.
That's terrible.
If we see something new, changing, or unusual, that could be skin cancer.
Is there skin cancer on me right now?
I'm not a dermatologist, but you know who is?
Yeah.
Your dermatologist. Come closer. That tiny spot on your nose could be the end of you. You guys checking yourselves out in the mirror right now? That could be skin cancer. The good news is if you catch it early enough, you can be A-OK. You gotta get checked, girl.
Do I?
Yes! Everybody has to get checked. See the Big C today.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down.
Doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
All G?
You all right, girl? You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them.
Go on, Kelly. CZ awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back. Former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, a major figure in U.S. politics, has died. The 82-year-old passed away yesterday afternoon. The Democrat from Nevada spent 3 decades in the U.S. Senate. He battled pancreatic cancer the last 4 years. Meantime, legendary NFL broadcaster and Hall of Famer John Madden also died yesterday. Madden was a popular coach and won the Super Bowl as the leader of the Oakland Raiders during the 1976 season. He was 85 years old. Due to the spread of the Omicron variant, the Montgomery County Fire Department issues a blue alert. The agency says it is experiencing a 9% reduction in staff due to workers contracting COVID. To deal with staff shortages, the department is adding recently graduated firefighters to full-time shifts. The agency is also reassigning firefighters and paramedics who are in training.
We're here to answer the call. We are ready, capable, and if you have a medical emergency, please call 911. If you have a medical question, please call your primary physician. If you're seeking a test, please do not come to the hospitals for a COVID test. Leave the hospitals for those with a medical emergency.
Fire Chief Goldstein is encouraging residents to get fully vaccinated. Police have identified the man shot and killed in Lanham on Monday. He's 24-year-old Bilal Rashad of Bowie. The shooting occurred in the 9900 block of Good Luck Road. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact authorities. The county's Department of Parks and Recreation cancels its public events in a response to COVID-19. The agency is also closing most of its facilities and reducing park maintenance starting today. They will be closed through January 18th. Outdoor facilities and trails and the special election voting center will remain open to the public. It could have cost consumers up to $2 billion a year in increased electricity costs. PGM, a regional provider that accounts for 60% of electricity bills for Marylanders, requested a rate hike. But after the Office of People's Counsel appealed the decision, federal regulators reversed course. Marylanders share power generation and transmission costs with consumers in 12 neighboring states and D.C. And still ahead, the Pet of the Week segment features a cute feline. Stay with us.
I am what child hunger looks like in America. I am a 9-year-old boy who hopes a friend invites me to a sleepover so I can have dinner. I am a 15-year-old girl who goes for walks during lunch so my friends won't know I don't have anything to eat. I am a 13-year-old boy who gets into fights at school just because I'm hungry. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 7 American children who struggle with hunger. Kids you pass by every day but never knew they were hungry.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
There was a time in my life where I was extremely homesick. I decided that I needed a pet. When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. He jumped up and kissed me and jumped right into my arms. I immediately went up to the volunteers at the shelter and said, I want him. He's gotta come home with me. Now I'm anything but lonely. Every day with Turtle is a perfect day and keeps me company when I'm doing schoolwork. I like it when he jumps up on the table too. He is a veggie thief. He's an incredible companion and my best friend. Can't say that I've met anybody that doesn't love him too. When I adopted Turtle, I discovered all the things that make him unique. He's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly he's all pure love.
Thank you for staying with us. Are you looking to lose weight in the new year? Are you hoping to try new things? Well, what about traveling? Whatever your resolutions are for 2022, Google is here to help. First, hoping to get in shape, the tech company says there are plenty of apps to help you get fit through G-Fit, including walking. Google search expert Catherine Williams also says there are tools to help you travel and see new places.
My personal New Year's resolution is being more considerate as we get out and start traveling again about how I'm being sustainable. So Google Flights has a great new feature where you can track carbon emissions, also check out how sustainable the hotels are that you're staying at, and look for the most fuel efficient routes as you're getting around town.
If mental health is a top priority for you, Google also recommends using Fitbit. Yesterday, we told you about a new pop-up gallery in Hydesville that features works by deaf and hard of hearing artists. The new exhibit includes paintings, sculptures, and mixed media that highlight different aspects of deaf culture. Today, we're highlighting two of the featured artists.
So we have Susan Duper, and her artwork is called Fix, and it is about eugenics. You know, the eugenics movement where people want to remove deafness. They'd like to remove that from people, and that is, it impacts us hugely because we don't see our deafness as a bad thing. Another one about pride is Ashley Ann, and it's called You See Me. And we have two people whose heads are together in her art, and they're looking at each other, and they have that similarity between one another, that connection. One has a cochlear implant, the other one does not have an implant.
The exhibit features works of art from permanent collections, including Gallaudet University and the Dyer Art Center. The gallery is located at 4806 Rhode Island Avenue in Hydesville. You can view the exhibit Thursday through Saturday until January 15th from noon until 5 p.m., except on New Year's Day. 4 Smithsonian museums in the district temporarily closed to mitigate the effects of the virus among staff. The National Museums of African Art, Postal Anacostia, and Asian Art will be closed until next Monday. Smithsonian officials say that over the last few days, they've seen an increase in positive COVID-19 cases and quarantine periods among staff. They plan to reallocate employees to keep other museums open for the remainder of the week. A cute, cuddly, loving cat is looking for her forever home. Meet Lily. This white and gray kitty is a 4-year-old domestic shorthair. Rescue coordinator Megan Staub says Lily is a little timid, so she may not be great for all families.
Definitely a family that is a little calmer, a little quieter, at least until she can get comfortable. Probably no small kids because loud noises do startle her quite often, and she'll probably be hiding a lot. And a family that can definitely work with her and build her confidence back up. That's something she desperately needs help with.
To add Lily to your family, call the number on your screen. Let's get a quick check on our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, rainy with a low around 46. Thursday, cloudy with a chance of showers and a high near 55. New Year's Eve, mostly cloudy with a high near 61. Showers are expected after midnight with a low around 51. Saturday, rainy with a high near 68. And now for the community calendar. As we prepare to go into the new year, make sure you and your family are safe and healthy. If you are seeking COVID-19 test, here are a few locations you can go to: Bunker Hill Fire Station, First United Methodist Church of Hyattsville, and City of Praise Family Ministries, and more. For more locations, visit coronavirus.maryland.gov and search for symptoms testing. And that wraps up our CTV News Update. I'm Keisha Butts. Have a good night.